Respected Raju sir and our central office officers and state office officers, our co-directors, principals and teaching staff of Krishnaveni Talent Schools and other ladies and gentlemen. Today, you are all welcome for the quarterly analysis meeting and teachers training program of the academic year 2014-15. You are aware, before commencement of this year, that is in the month of June, we have conducted teachers training program. We also conducted principals training program. After completion of 3 months, after completion of quarterly exams, that is, we are calling it as summative assessments. Now again, this meeting is organized. Once again, I welcome all of you in this great gathering. I want you all, after completion of this session, you all should go with good ideas, with knowledge, with a firm decision to serve the students' community in possible best way. My dear teachers, these training programs are the most important programs. These are definitely not a simple get-together party, or these are not the regular functions of the schools. These gathering is to learn. This gathering is to improve the teaching skills. From this gathering, we all should understand in these 3 months what are the good things we have done and where we have committed mistakes and how to rectify our mistakes and how to serve the students in the maximum extent. This should be our idea. Therefore, I request all of you to utilize this gathering as an opportunity to learn the things, and whatever the outcomes you are getting out of this gathering, with these outcomes, you will serve the students' community in the maximum extent. My dear teachers, this quarterly analysis meeting we are conducting in KTS from the inception of this institution. Krishnaveni Talent Schools are become a synonym for the quality education. Our aim is to provide best possible education to the students of initially for Andhra Pradesh. Now our state is divided into Telangana. Not only Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, we plan to serve throughout India. As the management of Krishnaveni Talent School is decided to serve Pan-India, as the decision of the management, as I am bound to involve in other development activities, I am not able to sit along with you today. My apologies to all the teaching community, because you are all and myself, I am always feel happy to spend time with you but today I am not able to sit along with you, but my wishes will be always with you all. My dear teachers, when the training program is conducted, the resources persons will involve in the training program along with the teachers. You are all requested to hear them and involve in the activity properly. You all know in this year there is a change in 9th class and 10th class evaluation process. But in Krishnaveni Talent School, we have changed the evaluation process from 6th standard onwards. For 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th class, we are following the same evaluation process, which is a new system introduced by the government. As you know, after me, the speakers will explain you about this in detail way, but just broadly I will tell you that in this system, in this new system, you will be having 80% summative assessments and 20% formative assessment. It is a CCE method. You have to understand what is that method. After me, the speakers will explain you about all these systems in detail way in your training program. You are suggested to hear them carefully and explain all the new program properly to the students. In parents and teacher interaction, please explain this new revised assessment program to the parents community also, so that parents will be aware of the new programs. And one of the most interesting point we have done this academic year, in Krishnaveni Talent School, we have introduced KTS awards for excellent performance in various activities. Therefore, here I appreciate all those teachers, all those schools, all those branches who win that awards, and the teachers or the schools who are not able to win that awards, you are suggested strongly to implement several programs as insisted by the central office. If you implement all these programs properly, you will reach at the level of expectation. Once you reach that level, you will also get the best awards. Therefore, once again I appreciate the teachers who win the awards, KTS awards, and the teachers who are not able to win the awards. You are all suggested to take it as a challenge and reach that level. You are aware, this year 2014 we have several challenges. In that, one of the great challenge is for SSC teachers. For 10th class, new books are introduced. My dear 10th class teachers, you are habituated of teaching the old textbook from last so many years. Some of you very senior teachers may be teaching from last 10-15 years. As you are teaching the same textbook from last so many years, you may be very perfect in the old textbook. With this same confidence, if you start teaching the new textbook without preparation, then naturally your teaching skills will be very less in the new textbook and new revised syllabus. Therefore, you are all requested to prepare properly in the new textbook. If you didn't prepare properly, your students will not understand the lessons properly. Moreover, you cannot satisfy yourself. Thereby, the students will lose interest in studies. Thereby students will get very less marks. Their performance may affect. Therefore, I sincerely request all the SSC teachers to prepare well as per the new textbook and get proper subject in the lessons and the textbook so that you can teach well. And I am expecting excellent result for the 2014 and 15. With your all support, with your commitment for the academic year 2013 and 14, Krishnaveli Talent School got very good result. And definitely we should not satisfy with that result. Our institution is the biggest chain of schools in India today. So people are looking towards us. We are not more only in the branches. We are not big only in the number of students. We should be excellent in result also. Therefore, all SSC teachers are suggested to prepare well and involve in teaching properly, utilize your time properly, teach well and create extraordinary result this year. My dear teachers, I know Krishnaveli Talent School is able to face any challenges and with the same inspiration which we have done earlier, with the same inspiration in this academic year 2014-15 also, our SSC teachers will take it as challenge. They'll prepare well and they'll make another history in the history book of Krishnaveli Talent School. My dear teachers, this year I have seen, every week I am trying to speak with my zonal in charges. Our zonal in charges are giving excellent report on the schools. Unlike the previous academic years, this year we have done excellent academic activities in the school. We have celebrated so many festivals which are guided by the central office. In the first term, your work is really excellent. And not only in the activities, unlike the previous years, so you are aware, in every quarterly analysis meeting we used to say that we are lagging by several exams in IIT and Medicine Foundation. But this academic year, our principals, I appreciate principals and math and science teachers. Your involvement is excellent. This academic year, from the beginning, you have taken care and you taught IIT and Medicine Foundation properly and conducted in almost branches, almost exams. Therefore, I appreciate all of you for your excellent teaching and following the annual plan about IIT and Medicine Foundation perfectly. Not only this, from the beginning, this academic year, you have taken utmost care on spoken English also. Except a few schools, in almost 2 schools, spoken English is taken top priority. I appreciate all those principals where the spoken English standard is increased, and I request the principals where the spoken English is not taken as a priority till now. You are all alarmed seriously to take this point very as a priority, because our school is an English medium school. You have to understand this. If the students speak in other language than English in school campus, it is one way of deceiving the parents. It should not be like that. When child join in the English medium, we have to teach the English. We should make the students to speak in English in the school campus at least. My dear principals and English teachers, not only English teachers, all the subject teachers, to take this point as priority and help the students in speaking English in school campus. Anyway, this year we are showing excellent performance both in spoken English and IIT and Medicine Foundation. And I have also noticed that this year more than 90% schools weekend exams are conducted perfectly. The general studies and general knowledge exams which we have planned in the annual plan, in almost schools they have conducted. This shows the perfect implementation of Krishnaveni Talent School system. So with this confidence, I am thinking that I am empowered to start to teach at any part of India. Therefore, because before telling others, before telling that we are great, before when I go any other state than Telangana and Andhra, if I go any other state, there people tell me that yes sir, you are great, your teaching are very great. From South India you came and you want to start the school here. Then I'll explain them about IIT system, our KTS system. After hearing the system of KTS, they are really getting flat on us. But with just my voice, if they are fascinated, and if we didn't create good result, if they come and see our school, and if our students didn't speak in English, if we didn't conduct the IIT and Medicine Foundation exams, if our regular exams are not good, if all-round development of the students is not good, if GK and GS exams are not well, then my voice will go back. We fail. Therefore, my sincere advice is, now throughout India, almost in 9 states, people are watching us. People are seeing how exactly we are implementing the system of Krishnaveni Talent School. When we are promising the parents that we will take complete academic responsibility of the child, we should be able to stand on it. We should be able to help the students in academics perfectly. I hope and I have confidence that the schools where the system is not implemented till now 100%, we are all going to implement it perfectly. Because with 90%, with 95% or with 99%, we cannot get satisfaction. The satisfaction will get only with 100%. And I believe and I have confidence that KTS teachers are excellent. With your energy, with your commitment, with your hard work, with your dedication, we can reach the goal of implementing the Krishnaveni Talent School system 100%. My dear teachers, I hope, especially principals, I hope you are receiving the instructions from the central office perfectly. And I know that you are going to take the instructions from the central office carefully. The letter number 13 says that you have to keep 8 logbooks. I hope you may have kept all that logbooks and using it perfectly. And you may have seen letter number 11. In that it is clearly mentioned you have to conduct cultural activities, extracurricular activities on every Saturday afternoon after completion of the exam. You are taking it as, I hope you are taking it as seriously, because which will ignite, which will motivate the students to come school every day, which will make the students perfect in all-round development. Therefore, please never and never neglect the extracurricular activities. If we neglect the extracurricular activities, then students lose interest in school. Students will lose connection with the teacher. They'll connect the teachers more and more with the extracurricular activities. Therefore, I request all the teachers of Krishnaveni Talent School to implement letter number 11 carefully. At the same time, you are all aware, in school, girls' protection is the most important. My dear teachers, this point is not an ordinary point. I believe this is the most important than the education. If the child is not protected, if the girl child is not protected properly, if our lady teachers didn't have the proper protection in the school, if they are facing any sort of problem, it is shame on us. My sincere request to give top priority for us. At the same time, I know in almost all the schools, parent-teacher interactions you are conducting in every month. Please continue with that. And from state office, we are conducting the online teaching classes. That is Krishnaveni audio, video, interactive classes. Most of the schools are implementing it perfectly, but some of the schools are not taking it as serious. Some of the schools not taking the digital classrooms as serious. I suggest all of you to take Kavi classes, Krishnaveni audio, video, interactive classes seriously, because through that classes we are conducting English classes, we are conducting IIT and Medicine Foundation classes on regular basis. If you didn't utilize that opportunity, if you didn't take that help, your students will get great loss. And teachers, you also, when experts are teaching from the state office, you have to utilize that opportunity to learn more and more. At the same time, I also suggest all of you, whenever we conduct some programs, the goods of the school should reflect in newspapers. I sincerely suggest the principals about this aspect. Whenever you do some good programs in the school, please invite the parents, please invite the reporters, and see that the programs of the school are shown in the newspapers more and more. I am very happy and I am very proud to say, all of you, Krishnaveni Talent School is now not in one state or not in two states. Presently, Krishnaveni Talent School is running in 5 states, and from the academic year 2015 and 16, that means next academic year, we are going to start the schools in other 4 states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Odisha and West Bengal. Like that, Krishnaveni Talent School is going to help the students in 9 states. Therefore, as our schools are going to grow, and we should be more responsible, and we should be more committed, and we should be more humble. Therefore, my sincere request to all the teachers community to help the students in the maximum extent and implement the system of Krishnaveni Talent School perfectly. All the best. My dear teachers, in this great gathering, I have another excellent advice to all my co-teachers. As Prime Minister of India, Sri Modi ji, called us to make